So you wouldn't like me to say, "Hi, my name's Greg Krosnes, and I teach Intro to Film, Intro to Theater, Acting, Advanced Acting, and Play Production."
Mr. K's legacy is definitely love, like overwhelming love.
He was who he was, and that's what we loved about him. And to hear people talk about him at his funeral, I was unable to make it that Saturday when former students came up, but I was at his funeral. And I think hearing people talk about him opened people's eyes to what he truly was. And that's probably the best legacy you can leave behind, is a positive impression on people.
My first impression of Mr. K was he's a cuddly teddy bear. He was a cuddly teddy bear.
I've covered everything, haven't I? I've done so well. I'm sorry.
I knew that he was like just this really lighthearted, goofy guy. And once I started getting to know him a lot more during Sound of Music, it was just like, he's such an incredible person.
Nothing's guaranteed. So if you're going to work hard at doing something and pursue something, it should be something that you're happy doing.
He taught me how to be, honestly, a better person, and like how to have tact with people. Because I know that my past couple of years in theater have been a little rough with like being tactful. But he pulled me aside one day during Footloose and he gave me this talk, and it put me in a check.
Mr. K was very laid back, very relaxed, very jovial, very idiosyncratic. Most people think of Mr. K, they hear of the Chewbacca noises and the wah 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 as he whistles down the hallway.
He made those moments memorable. He made me love his whistle, and I appreciated his kindness and his thoughtfulness, and I still miss him.
Mr. K had a reputation for being very laid back, almost to the point where it was a fault at times.
He was very good at relaxing in the middle of chaos, and I am not. And so we were sort of the yin and the yang. And that some of the alums said that we were good cop, bad cop, or mom and dad, but we had very different styles. He was much more laid back, and I was much more the taskmaster, but between us, the young people got a well-rounded experience.
I was stressed out like I normally am, and he was just like, breathe. It's going to be okay. And whatever it is, we'll figure it out, because we're a team. And like, we work together as a family. It's pretty much basically what he would normally say to, honestly, a bunch of us.
He was in Mamma Mia down at the Playhouse, and several of us were going to go down and see it. I don't know if you guys went, but before that, of course, having seen the show, I know now why he asked about it, but he asked me, he said, we were at lunch one time, he said, what do you know about girdles? And I wasn't real sure how to take it, but basically one of the scenes that he was in Mamma Mia required him to roll around on the floor. There was lots of physical contact.
And he was in this very, very tight spandex bell-bottom suit, and he was getting his boogie down full force while in spandex, while singing Mamma Mia.
And he said that his belly got in his way, and he was trying to find some way to stabilize his stomach so that he could roll around and move around on the floor.
And so there were about 30 of us up in the balcony cheering him on. And he was so ebullient and so joyful in that moment. And that's one of my favorites.
Even though his death has certainly impacted us all, not just people in the theater, people who saw him in the hallway in the morning that he said hello to, and teachers that he worked with, and other people in the theater community. And even though it affected us and we're all sad, we know that he wouldn't want us to be sad. And so we're living for him, and we're loving for him, and we're being kind for him, because we know that that's what he would want us to do. He wouldn't want us to dwell on his death. He would want us to live.
I think I can speak for the majority of the theater department, is like, it's really different with him not being here. But we miss him a lot. But we're gonna push through, and we have a little saying now, and it's live life with a little bit of Mr. K every day.
Live life every day with a little bit of laughter, a little bit of love, a little bit of patience, and a little bit of kindness. Just live. Just live.
No, I don't want to say anything else. I'm finished.